Hey friends, welcome back to Whiskey and Wit. I'm Whitney, and today's video is the kickoff to 12 Days of Christmas here at Whiskey and Wit. I'm so excited. I've never done this before, so fingers crossed we make it through all 12 days. Today's video is going to be a decorate with me as we are setting up our house for Christmas. I did this last year and you guys loved seeing some tips and tricks, so I will link that video from last year down below with some additional tips, but I'm showing you some quick ways that you can add a lot of character to your home decor, so let's get started. So this looks like decor like exploded here in my kitchen. But this is honestly one of the best first steps you can do. I always forget to do this, and this year we're making a point to get everything of fall back in the tubs, because if not, then I just take it downstairs and there's piles of stuff and it's not organized. So we're getting stuff in the right tub, so then that way next year I'm not banging my head against the wall.
So the first thing we typically always do when it comes to Christmas decor is get out our tree. Now the first tip, this might seem super obvious, but a lot of people don't do it, is you need to go through and fluff your tree. A lot of people are expecting the tree to come out of the box and look like that thing on Pinterest, and let me tell you, it does not. So you need to go through and fluff it. And then number two is add some sort of filler. So for us, we use ribbon to really kind of fill the tree from the beginning, and then we add our ornaments. So some years I went just a spiral action around the tree. This year I kind of did like a candy cane type spiral, and literally all we did was we hooked the ribbon to the tree with little Dollar Tree ornament hooks. You can bend them like floral wire. We ran out of floral wire, and that was our ingenuity that figured that out. But they worked actually a lot better than the floral wire. So grabbed those, opened them fully up so they don't have the hooks on either end, just twisted them around branches, and it really, really helps the tree look full. Then we spent a ton of time putting up all of our ornaments, and I feel like every year there's a debate between like classic ornaments and then ornaments to make your tree all matchy-matchy. And personally, I think it's each their own. We love ornaments that have sentimental things behind them. So this ornament came from our Disney trip. Mine Train was one of our favorite rides. You guys know I love Christmas Vacation. So I got this one from my grandma, and this one came from Alex. I also love ordering ornaments with our Christmas card picture on it. So this was our first year with Sebastian and in this house. I also made one to commemorate when we adopted Sebastian. So a lot of these are just feel good, great memories when we put them on the tree, and this was our fancy ornament we got on our Disney trip last year. So personally, I'm team personal ornaments. It's whatever floats your boat, but I was so happy to see these all again because they have such great memories. Then I move on to garland. So I showed more in detail how I did this last year, and I will link it up above so you can look at that. But this is literally Dollar Tree garland and scarves, and it works out super well. Then I tied in that scarf filler for the garland into the mantle. So you want to start with a blank slate, clean that off, and then I like to start with garland. Then I add some height to it, so boxes, things like that, and then I always start with the stockings because you know those have to go there. Then I start to fill in with my different things that I have. You want items of different sizes, and you really, for me, I like to anchor either side of my mantle. So one side, as you can see, has the Mary sign, and one side has the Oh Holy Night sign. And then I start to fill in, and you want to make sure that you're checking, are there holes different places? Do things look proportionate? If you're going for a symmetrical matchy-matchy, then does that work? If you're going for kind of a balanced, unbalanced look, does that work? And literally this probably took me close to an hour of moving stuff around, tweaking it, and figuring out where I wanted everything. But then once it gets to a spot that you love it, I love that it's super cozy and inviting, and these lights literally will give you the best endorphins ever. Christmas lights are the best for anybody that's sad or anything like that. Personally, I love them. They just brighten my mood instantly. Now on to the guest room. Now this one is super easy. Anyone can do this. So this is currently what my guest room looks like. I removed my everyday blanket. I added a plush Christmas throw from Kirkland's that was like $8. I added these pillows. Keep an eye out. The DIY for those are coming soon. Name that movie. And then also my DIY gnome, which you can find the link down below on how to make those. I added a couple books from the Dollar Tree and lit a candle, and seriously, it's not a crazy difference, but it just feels a lot more cozy, a lot more Christmas, and I just love the vintage touch of these books. One of my favorite areas to decorate every season are these shelves in our downstairs bathroom, just because it is a blank slate and there's a lot of room to work with. So I started by cleaning with Mrs. Meyer's Peppermint, and they're running a special right now. You can get 5 free Mrs. Meyer's items if you sign up for Grove, so I will leave that down below, but that whole gift set is free, and I love it. It's natural, and it smells so good. I use the same thought process here where you're putting the stuff that must go on your shelves, and then I start figuring out where things fit. Now this is really just a puzzle piece game, but I like, as I was talking about with the mantle, kind of the unbalanced balance. So going through figuring out, okay, where does stuff fit? Where does the shelf look full but not over cluttered? Where do I have holes? Where can I group in things of 3s, 5s, or singular ones? And I was really happy with how this turned out. One of my favorite things to do this time of year is create DIY snow globes. These are so easy. These are just trees and ornaments from Target, and then hurricane vases with some Epsom salt.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe down below so you don't miss any future 12 Days of Christmas or future Whiskey and Wit videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you are excited for all the 11 additional videos to come the next couple weeks, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!